His brain was wrapped in overwhelming light. So the divine energy is flowing. He has now the mind of light already established in him. All embracing knowledge sees his heart. Obviously, that is now sort of relatively minor. When the brain is overwhelmed, see, thoughts rose in him, no earthly mind can hold. Well, I mean, that is quite understandable now. See, minds played that never coursed through mortal nerves. Again, he using the word nerves. The divine Shakti, the divine power started flowing in his physical, mortal nerve. And then he summarizes by saying, he scanned the secrets of the overmind. Secrets of the overmind was established in Sevendon in the physical in 1926 itself, the Krishna consciousness. 1926 itself, the physical had in it the overmind established in 1926, 24th November 1926. And because now the physical had opened out to the overmind, what he called the Krishna consciousness had overmind had established itself in the physical. Therefore, now in order to concentrate his work further into the physical, the supermind into the physical, he kind of retired from external activities. All the darshan etc. started from that point onward because he wanted to focus entirely on this work. So from 1926, 24th November 1926 to 8th August 1938, those few years, his main concentration of sadhana was to bring down the supermind into his physical system. It was coming, going, coming and going, but it did come by 38. Then to stabilize it and etc. etc. Now it is this mind of light which was in his possession, which Sri Aurobindo had passed on to the mother at the time of his withdrawal. On 5th August, so 5th December 1950. Mother says, she narrates at 2 or 3 places in the agenda how all that power and light which was in him flowed into her physical and she felt the friction of the passage. The light is entering into her and she feels the friction of the passage wrong. So she feels that thing. Now, so that was the thing which mother had received from Sri Aurobindo. It had to be passed on to the mother for 2 reasons. The first obvious reason is he is withdrawing and therefore he must give some gift to the mother. See, he must give some gift. He can't just walk away like that. See, he must give some present to her. So that was the gift given to the mother by him at the moment of passing away. The first gift which she had received from the mother was a silent mind on 29th March 1914. The last gift she received in the physical, the mind of light, on 5th December 1950 from him. Now from that is the gift she had received. That became the basis for the mother to do her yoga afterwards. The yoga, the physical transformation. Sri Aurobindo had explicitly mentioned to her, I am going, but you have to stay back here to do our work of physical transformation and supramental manifestation. Physical transformation and supramental manifestation. That was a task assigned to the mother at the time of his departure. And the agent for doing that thing was the mind of light. So his brain was wrapped in overwhelming light as the entire sequence is followed afterwards in the spiritual history, the yogic history of Sri Aurobindo and their mother from this point onward. Now this was a very great statement, absolutely unique kind of a statement which had never happened in the to put the dynamic, to put the supramental force and light in the dynamics of life. That is the beginning. See, his task is already there. Mind's blade that never goes through mortal know. He scanned the secrets of the over mind. He vowed the rapture of the oversoul, obviously, of the Supreme. A borderer of the empire of the sun. Borderer, because he is on the border between the lower hemisphere and upper hemisphere. Of the empire of the sun. That is the supermind. Attuned to the supernal harmonies, he linked creation to the eternal sphere. So that is how the overmind and supermind were joined through the mind of light. He linked by what? By the mind of light. He linked creation to the eternal sphere. His finite parts approached their absolute. His love, his beauty, his joy, his truth, his physical, his mental, vital, whatever, approached an absolutes. His actions framed the movement to the gods. These gods are, of course, the transcendental gods, not the gods of the mind world or the lower world. His actions framed the movements of the god. His will took up the reins of cosmic force. So he is now will reigns Ashwapati, the horse rider. He has taken now in position the horse, reins of cosmic force. She is in control now. Now with this Siddhi, Ashwapati is beginning his further pursuit. And his further pursuit is first to chase the unknowable, to find out where from this force is coming, in what silence she resides, to hunt her out and bring her out into action from the silence. That is his pursuit. Pursuit of the unknowable. See, he says pursuit. You can chase it, you can follow it, you can't explore it because it is unknowable. So the poet is very, very critical, very particular about the use of word. He doesn't say the search, the discovery of the unknowable. He doesn't say the discovery of the unknowable. He says pursuit of the unknowable. That is the best you can do. You can chase him, but you cannot discover him because he is unknowable. He is undiscoverable. He is indescribable. The pursuit of the unknowable. So that is how the book begins with that, you see. All is so little that the world can give. Now, with this perspective in front of him, this vision, what can this mortal world, this little world, even the cosmic world offer to him? Even the highest cosmic manifestation cannot really satisfy what his inner soul desires to have. It is something altogether different, totally different. All is too little. Obviously, you may have plenty of things. You may have red wine, you may have white wine, but it's too little. I want Amruta. All is too little that the world can give. Its power and knowledge are the gifts of time. That is the best we have got. Gifts of time, they come and go. It's a kind of a passing show. It happens, it disappears. Gifts of time, power and knowledge, both. Jnana and Shakti, both are only gifts of time. Today you have got this, tomorrow goes on in time. And cannot fill the spirit's sacred thirst. Sacred thirst. What is the sacred thirst? Something beyond that lies beyond time. Which is time, which is eternal, which is permanent, which is enduring, which will stay here permanently. That is a sacred thirst, that's the holy thirst, longing. Although of one, these forms of greatness are, the whole creation is after all his creation, or that one. Yes, it is true. He is there, he is here, he is here, everywhere. He is one. But and his breath of grace, our lives abide. Although more near to us than nearness itself, he is closer than we ourselves can imagine. We feel we are very close to ourselves, but he is closer, yet closer to us, within us, deep within us. See. Although more near to us than nearness, it is some utter truth of what we are. It is some utter truth of what we. What is that it stand for? It. What is that it standing for? It is. It stands for one. He is that one is some utter truth of what we are. You see, that pronoun it stands for one. Although of one these forms of greatness are, it is some utter truth of what we are. Our truth is actually He, that one. Hidden by its own works, is same far off. He has managed to conceal himself. Although he is within us, he looks to us very, very far away. Hidden by its own work, is same. And of course, he says it's same. See, he says it's same. He is really not that far. If we make an attempt, if we try to discover him, yes, he is very close to us. He is within us, present. Mamai Ansha, the Gita says, my part is there within you. I am seated within you. It's there within you. Hidden by its own work, is same far off, impenetrable, occult, voiceless, obscure. Of course, impenetrable, of course, occult, of course, voiceless, not speaking, obscure. He is not obscure. He is obscure to us. He himself is not obscure. Impenetrable, occult, voiceless, obscure. So that one is there, very close to us. Yet he has cannot manage himself to conceal from all of us. He has managed to conceal from all of us for a purpose. He wants us to discover him. The presence was lost by which all things have charm. Presence was lost by which all things have charm. Now that one and presence are the same. Because he is not there, therefore he is not present, he is absent. So, because his presence was lost by which all things have charm, naturally all these things, what can they give us? All is too little that the world can give. Because his presence is lost, because we don't see him anywhere. Therefore, whatever is given to us by this world is too little that the world can give. That big thing which can be given to us is only by him. The presence or loss by which all things have charm. The glorious act of which they are dim signs. So all these things which are there, this creation, they are only dim signs of his presence. The world lived on, made empty of its cause. It does not know what it is there for, what it is there for, what it is supposed to do, what it is supposed to achieve. It doesn't know the purpose, the meaning, the rationale of this existence, of this creation. Like love, when the beloved's face is gone. Yes, when the beloved is not there, what can the love do? What a beautiful simile.